Chanel, thank you for stopping by the Black Gospel blog.
Sure, you're welcome. It's great to be with you.
Well, so I wanted to, first out, I wanted to ask, tell us what happened to Trin-i-tee 5-7. Have you and Angel officially broken up?
We are retired, actually. And it's something we've wanted to do for a while, is to pursue our solo careers. And so the opportunity came, and we've taken advantage of that, and we're supporting one another, and it's just going wonderfully. It's kind of a challenge not having the girls on the stage next to me. I kind of miss that, taking my little vocal breaks and then admiring them, and then back to me singing. But it's been amazing. It's a big transition for me, but it's been wonderful.
So really, the idea of going solo has been kind of in the works for a while.
Well, yeah. I mean, before becoming a part of Trin-i-tee, we were all solo artists. And so when we came together for the purpose of, just fulfilling our purpose. Because we knew that it was something that God had his hand on. So we were just obedient and went with the opportunity of a girl group, which was a strong need in the market in gospel. And so, and then when things opened up for us to do our solo projects, we were just really excited. So, and I'm sure that in the future we'll probably, work on something together again. So, and we'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, because you were high school buddies, weren't you, going back?
Yeah. Yeah, we were. We competed in talent shows against each other. It was hilarious. I mean, and we would give each other tips, like, oh, you should do this. Oh, you should wear that. So yeah, we've been girlfriends a long time.
Well, one thing I wasn't able to ask you when I talked to you and Angel some years ago was, did you always want to be a gospel singer, or did you have other musical aspirations?
Well, I mean, honestly, I sing about my love for God. I sing about the life that He's given me. My father's a pastor, so when I first told him I wanted to sing, he said, "Oh, great, you can be a singer. You're going to sing for God. That's the only way you can be a singer." And I'm like, "Okay, Dad, that's fine." So initially it was, my father saying, "This is the kind of singer you can become." And then after that, it became more of a passion, because I saw how my music was actually changing people's hearts. And so now I'm at a place where, and this has been Trin-i-tee's story, is our music has never just been in the gospel area, sections in the store. It's also in the R&B sections, being that our music, crossed over. So, that it forced us to not think in a box. It forced us not to think of God as being in a box. Our message has to touch the world. So I am God's messenger through my music, and I just want to reach His people all around the world.
Well, that brings us to Believe, because Believe has that, it has a lot of influences going on in it. Talk a little bit about Believe.
Believe is a special song for me. Every song on the album is just titled with one word.
Oh.
So I wanted, whatever song would be my first single, I really wanted that one word to really kind of set the tone for what I'm doing and this journey that I've taken. And I think faith and believing is critical when you're, kind of stepping out and trusting God and taking those risks and all those things. And so I just wanted to be an inspiration and tell them my own story. So in terms of the influence in this song, I'm a huge Andre Sandra Crouch fan. The Hawkins, Lynette Hawkins, I adore. Tremaine Hawkins, I adore. So I have all their vinyl records. And so what I did, I just sat in the house one day, locked the doors, and just played those old records and just, remembered when I was a little girl when my parents purchased those albums. And so I wanted to create something that kind of reminds me or let me feel what that was like again. And so that's how Believe was born.
And so when does the new album officially get released?
We are looking at the very end of January. So for sure, first quarter. And yeah, that's our timeline.
Cool. And now you have your own record label now.
I do. It's called Obsidian Records. My husband actually gave it the name. He's a geographer, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, beautiful black rock, and my grandmother was definitely that rock for me, and so I think it was an opportunity for me to always remember that, her presence in my life and her influence. So yeah.
Oh, sure. And I know you've restylized your name now. Talk a little bit about the strategy behind that.
Oh, you're so funny, Bob. I'm surprised you asked. Well, I mean, it was, my mother actually named me after Coco Chanel.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, so it's kind of a funny story. She was in labor and she was watching, TV to just kind of get her mind off the pain or whatever. But I don't know what, every year Coco Chanel has a featured beautiful woman that they, use to advertise the new product or whatever. And whoever the woman was of 76 for Coco Chanel ad, my mom saw and said, "Oh, what a beautiful lady. And if I have a girl, I'm going to name her Chanel." Just around the world, and most people, it's just simpler. They always spell my name this way anyway. So, and also I thought, I'm kind of reinventing myself in a way. And so I, in my own way, reinvented my name. So there you go.
Cool. So a new single, new album, new name, and new all the kind of new things. Do you have any other singles planned before the end of the year, or will Believe be the only single before the album is released?
Well, I'm playing it by ear, being that I'm a new label owner, trying to learn. But if that's, I'll tell you, the very next single we're working on is just called Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And it's all about the Sunday experience in the church, from the ushers at the door to, the lady playing the tambourine, the preacher preaching, the choir singing. It's what you see, smell, hear, feel when you walk into an old church in the 70s.
Oh.
So it, again, has that 70s feel to it. So it's a lot of fun.
Now, I should know this, but I don't. Do you write all of the songs? Do you write all of your own songs?
I do, yes. I wrote all 12 songs on this album.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What was your sort of way of writing? How does writing happen for you?
Well, I have, amazing producers that throughout my career, and basically I will talk to them and tell them conceptually where I want to go and how I want people to feel when they hear the next song that I want to work on. So they go in their head and create music that they think will create the feeling that I want. And they turn and give me a couple options. And the one that speaks the most to me as I'm listening to the song, the music, as I'm listening to the music, the words just kind of flood in to my head. So I just start right there. Cool.
So the music comes first. You hear the music, and then you can fit the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And so now Angel is also doing her own solo work on her own?
She is, yes. She's actually based in Atlanta right now. She's been there for a few years. And yes, she is working on her new solo project. So yeah, we're working hard, man.
I'll bet. So yeah, what are you doing now between now and the album release? What's your schedule like?
What am I not doing between now and the scheduled release? Wow, I mean, at the moment I'm scheduling a new photo shoot. I'm also, right now, physically recovering from a week of the Dove Awards and all that we had surrounding that. Met up with all my management, the distribution company, just lots of meetings. Also, what else? Of course, the shows and concerts and things I still have to do. Just constantly making sure that my social online presence is strong. And so, just trying to be in the right place at the right time. That takes a lot of work.
Well, and I really respect you for, using the social media and for responding directly to your fans. I think that's great. Not every artist can say that. You certainly can, and I think that's very remarkable and very commendable.
Oh, thank you very much. It's important to me that people know that I am relatable, that I'm real, that I'm very down to earth. I mean, it's just the best way to exist is to be yourself, and so and not trying to do or be something else. So I try my best to translate that in on Facebook and Twitter and all these other things. I'm trying to keep up with it all, Bob. It's a lot, but I think it's causing people to realize and see my heart, and that's the most important thing for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, and finally, congratulations on your recent marriage.
Thank you very much. I am a happy married girl.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Well, Trin-i-tee, thank you for spending time on the Black Gospel blog, and we look forward to hearing the full album when it's released. And, of course, we've enjoyed Believe here in Chicago.
Oh, thank you so much. In Chicago, I love you so much. You've been amazing to me my entire career. I love you, and thank you.